This is the 2025 RTR Lite, Ronster Edition. And this is $577 shipped worth of modifications. What's in these boxes? Let's find out. All right, so let's see what we got here. First things first, this obviously on the box says handlebars. So what do we think is inside the box? Nothing else but handlebars. So these are the optional tall bars. And as you can see, they'll give us a little bit more height, which is always a good thing. I like a little bit taller of a bar on my Mini always. So we got the tall bars. Very nice. RTR high. So nice to have the tall bars. And let's see what we got in here. So we got Electro & Co. Ride On. Hell yeah. Dope. A sick ass sticker, which is dope. We got the ultra lightweight sprocket, which is super ultra lightweight. I wonder if it's the same sprocket that's on there because it looks exactly the same, or I wonder if that one's steel and this one's aluminum. Either way, this one's super light. So we got the super lightweight sprocket. We have Electro & Co. RTR graphics, which is the retro looking, crazy looking, which is pretty cool. Which I'm not sure if we're gonna use those graphics right out of the gate. I just liked them when I saw them, as you saw when we were on that ride out. So I was like, oh, we gotta cop those to have those. And we got the Supermotos. Dope. These were originally $299 on sale for $250 on Electro & Co.'s website, and I was like, dude, we cannot pass that up. We got to jump on the $250 Supermoto setup and have that right away. So again, we're just $577 in modifications. So we got all of this stuff pretty much for the price not shipped of the RTR. Oh, and we also got the Extreme RVL chain, which they just made a thing. They just came out with the super thick chain, which is cool too. But this is also a good chain. So we'll be using this one for now. Oh, sick. So then we got an extra regular chain that came with the Supermotos. We got both the brake discs, which is really cool because we have that one that bent when we were unboxing. So now we got a straight one. That bent one, who cares? We're not gonna complain about it. Shit happens. So we got that. And then this is the steel one. So the steel one, which is probably the same one that's on there, we now have an extra of, which they didn't show it coming with this one. That's one of the reasons why I got this one. But this one is way lighter. Way lighter. Oh my gosh, you can feel this is like at least like 5 pounds or something, and this is like ounces. So yeah, super cool. So yeah. So let's get this stuff all installed and on the bike. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so one thing I noticed about these wheels upon unboxing them is they have like this very dull coating of black paint on there. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and go ahead and hit it with a gloss clear and see what happens. Okay, one thing you always want to check when you put a new wheel on is you want to check the brake clearance. And as you can see on this one here, kind of hard to see, but this one's very close to the other, to one side other than the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this break that loose, center that caliper up on that rotor. I think we're still close. That's at its closest spot. We need to come over a little bit more. Don't be afraid to play with it a little bit. So now we should be nice and kind of clearance where we're not going to rub. There's today's top tech tip. Okay, so one thing I think you can do here, a cheap free mod, is instead of have the display up here, I'm gonna make the display come down here in back of the bars. So I'm gonna need a little bit more slack. So I'm gonna reroute the cable and hopefully flip the bracket around and make it to where this can then be flipped around the other way. So we'll see how it works out. right, so there you have it. Quick and dirty. Threw it on. Couldn't wait. Super stoked. It looks amazing. Tall bars fit and feel perfect. Everything looks amazing. So thank you for enjoying. Tell me what you think, and tell me what you think our next mods should be to the Electro & Co. RTR Lite. So does the RTR have enough power to wheelie? Woo-hoo. The RTR Lite, that is. Light on price, big on power. She's a little wheelie monster. All right, that looks much, much better. I just couldn't stand it with that. The same size tires front and rear, it just looked really, really small out back. So unfortunately, the TT93 is on back order till September, so they offered me a slick at no extra charge. So I took the slick. In hindsight, I probably should have grabbed another tire, but I'll be fine on the slick. It's got a good tread wear, so should last a little bit long. So got the supermotos all on. We got the personalized graphics on. We got the light on. What else? Boy, it is looking good. It looks really, really good. I'm really, really happy with it. So next round of modifications, I think we'll be getting a rear shock, the upgraded motor, and then get the controller dialed and the battery. So probably get the shock and the motor here within the next month, and then the battery will come to follow suit, and get the controller tuned to figure that all out. So anyways, thank you everybody for enjoying the video. Hopefully you like how the bike's turning out. If you have any questions, need any tips or suggestions so far, let me know. Everybody have a good one. Peace. All right. Let's go for a ride here. Always use proper park etiquette. Perfect little neighborhood ripper. A lot of fun. Love this little bike. I'm about 5'9", 210 pounds. Yeah, so nice and smooth with the Supermoto. So this RTR Lite is the absolutely perfect little neighborhood ripper. It could use a little bit more power, but that's why they call it the Lite. If you're skilled enough, you can get down on it. You can have enough fun. It's so much fun. It's an absolute blast to ride. Been having so much fun on it. Yeah, the range is a little bit. We're at 52%. And we got about 10 miles, so it gets about 20 miles range. I've been on sport mode the whole time. Busting wheelies. See, I'm not, I'm scared to loop it out, so I don't know. Some of them I get on it, it feels real good, and some of them I'm just like, I don't want to throw it back. But perfect little ride to rip around. You can still sneak up on sidewalk that's quiet enough to where you're not making the neighbors mad, you know, when they're walking their dogs. The dogs aren't barking and chasing you. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, especially for the price and the fact that we got all these upgrades and I'm barely as much as it would cost for a regular one, and I got a super cool, unique looking bike. So super cool, super dope. So anyways, thank you for joining me. Hope to see you on the next one. Later.